Hello everybody, great to see you all again. Well, what a journey so far, from making delicious ice cream and healthy nutritional salads in our first two videos. So many of you told us how much you enjoy these dishes. If you missed how to make them, go back at the sessions and have a look. It's fantastic to hear that the successes that you had while making these dishes. Today, we're going to share with you one of my favorite mottos, which I like to share with my culinary students, which is, we all love food and we all love the food service industry, but we can't live off love alone. We all need to make some profit out of our love of our industry. And this is exactly what we're going to be sharing with you today. Coming up, we're going to be showing you how to make a really simple, delicious and cost-effective fish dish of ceviche for you. Chef Michael's going to make this, and he's also an expert in the cuisine of Central and South America. With this dish in mind, we're going to explain how we can make a profit when selling this to our guests. What things do I need to take into consideration when creating my selling price? Enjoy the session and enjoy the ceviche.
Hello, my name is Chef Michael Meyer, and today's segment of Dish of the Day, we're going to be making ceviche. Ceviche is the national dish of Peru, originally created by fishermen as a way to eat their catch during long days out in sea. The interesting thing about ceviche is that no heat is involved in this cooking method. It's more done through the acid of lemon or lime juice. For a traditional ceviche, we're going to be using the following ingredients: fresh coriander or cilantro, some chilies, lemon, which is important, bell peppers, some tomatoes, white onion, some iceberg lettuce for some crunch and to make a bed, along with some fresh corn, chili threads. I like to throw in a little bit of cumin. And then the star of the dish is going to be, of course, your fish. For ceviche, it's very important to have a very fresh fish. Some key tips on recognizing freshness are the eyes. They should be nicely clear. The gills should be nice bright red. And then even just by touching it, you can touch by the flesh on how it bounced back and how firm it is. Those are key elements on seeing how fresh it is. Typically for ceviche, you will use a saltwater fish, which is lean and white flesh. But if you don't have that on hand, any other fish will do the trick as long as it's fresh. The next step is filleting the fish. In this case, the fish has two fillets, one on either side. What's also helpful in filleting is a fillet knife, which is really flexible, which will help you guide the knife down the backbone and help you get all the meat off the fish. The next step is filleting the fish. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use this fin to help indicate where our first incision is going to be. Once with that, we go into it until we hit the backbone. Once you hit the backbone there, we're going to use that as a guide to filleting the rest of the fish. Turn your knife around and insert it until it sits flat on the backbone, and use it as a guide to go all along down to the end towards the tail. Now we're going to flip the fish over and do exactly what we did before. So the next step is to feel for any bones. By doing so, run your fingers along the flesh and you'll feel each bone scraping your fingertip. To get them out, we're going to use a tweezer such as this and just gently pull them out. Try not to rip the flesh, so you can see. The next step, after you've removed all the pin bones, will be taking away any off parts of the meat. So for example, taking the belly part off here, and for example, any discoloration such as this. Next step is to skin the fish or filleting it. Here it's also essential to have a fillet knife on hand. since it's really flexible. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make an incision towards you until you hit the skin. Then you turn your knife around, holding the skin firmly and using the knife and guide it all along the skin. Let the knife do the work for you, as you can see here. So the next step is to make some dices from our nicely butchered fish. By doing so, we're gonna make nice long strips. Make a nice dice, like so. Then you'll have an end product such as this. So once you've diced up your beautiful fish here, we're gonna incorporate this in a bowl by adding equal parts of fish and freshly squeezed lemon juice. This is the important part of the ceviche because the cooking process is occurring right now. With the acid from the lemon is gonna start cooking your fish. So after it starts marinating, we're gonna add the following ingredients to add some color, some crunch and flavor to your ceviche. Add some fresh corn, some chili for some heat, also color, some green bell pepper, white part of the green onion, a little bit of tomato, freshly chopped coriander, a little bit of cumin for flavor. Mix this around. Make sure that all the fish is submerged in the lemon juice so it cooks properly, and let it rest for about 20 minutes in the refrigerator. So it's been 20 minutes and there we have our product. So you can see the fish has turned a white colored, and that means that the acid from the lemon juice has cooked your fish. So we move this around, right? Now it's the time to do last minute seasonings. Some sea salt. Check it for spiciness from your chilies. And now we'll start plating. So now that the ceviche is ready to go, let's plate this dish up. We're gonna place the iceberg lettuce right in the middle. Place the ceviche right on top. Nice little bed of it. So in order to make this dish pop out a little more, you can use other ingredients such as coriander or diced tomatoes. My twist to the dish is adding coconut foam, chili threads, and scallion grass. So now let's try the ceviche. Nice, light, delicious.
Nice balanced flavor. It's very nice.
So ceviche is an easy, simple dish to make so you can amaze your friends and family.
Culinary and management. The two go hand in hand. Graduating culinary students are equally entering the management world, and not only in culinary management. As part of our culinary education, we guide and teach our students to gain knowledge in accounting, sales, human resources, to name but a few management subjects. So why do they need this? We're widening the career path for all of our culinary graduates to enable them to enter the fields of executive chef, food and beverage director, hotel director, food stylists, food scouts, airline catering, menu development, hospitality, entrepreneur, or even culinary instructor.
Some dishes timed by 7 are going to be more expensive due to high ingredient costs, so we play with the costs to balance the menu. Currently, we are creating a restaurant concept as part of our class, where we as a student create a menu based on a local demographic and open pop-up restaurant for 2 evenings. All dishes are costed appropriately in order that we learn how to make profit from our delicious food creation. The first thing we have to think about is the food cost should not be higher than 30%. Second is that mistake may happen in the kitchen and in service. Lastly, we have to think of is the seasonal availability, that the price may change in the main ingredients. To get the sales price of the dish, so first we have to use the food cost. We times it by 7 and then which covers our overhead and tax, which then gives us the sales price. This is the way that we calculate our sales price for our next pop-up restaurant.
I hope you've enjoyed watching the ceviche. It's an absolute must. So fresh, tasty. Have a go yourself. I look forward to hearing from you as always to how it was. Next time, we're looking into the world of opportunities for culinary graduates in the field of entrepreneurship, opening your own restaurant, managing industrial-sized catering companies, becoming a food entrepreneur, a private chef, cooking for the stars, cooking on private yachts, being involved in industry in food product development. See you next time. Bye.